Welcome to Storytimer at Large. Sherri Lee Asbury Pearson. Sherri Lee Asbury was born on June 17, 1966, to Joyce and Thomas Asbury. She grew up in Princeton, West Virginia. She was well liked and very active in sports at school. Her aspiration in life on her yearbook photo there is to succeed in life and be happy. I think that's a good aspiration. She was very active in lots of sports at her school, in basketball and softball, and lots of other things as well. In 1988, Sherri Lee Asbury married Michael Pearson in Lisbon, Indiana. It's a tiny town just a few minutes south of Kendallville, and both of those small towns are northwest of Fort Wayne, Indiana, so up in that northeast corner of Indiana. Sherri worked at a factory, Handy and Harmon Automotive Company, in the quality control department. The couple had 2 children, Chelsea and Derek. In September of 1993, Sherri and her husband had separated. Her husband, Michael, and the 3 children were spending the night at a relative's home. A fire broke out at her home of 1214 Garden Street. Sherri Asbury Pearson died of smoke inhalation in that house fire on September 12, 1993. At first, people thought how sad it was, but how lucky that the children weren't at home. Chelsea was only a year old and Derek was only 3. At first, faulty wiring was blamed. It appeared to be a very sad but very common tragedy. One thing about fires in which a person perishes is that state fire marshals always get involved, and they took a closer look. And thankfully, those investigators did take a closer look. In October, the Indiana State Fire Marshals determined that a flammable liquid had been poured in several places in the home. Batteries had been removed from the smoke alarm. An autopsy also determined that Sherri had been drugged. The official ruling was that Sherri Pearson had been murdered. Despite being drugged, she managed to struggle to the living room, but she was overcome by smoke and did not make it out of the door. Sherri was buried by her family in her hometown of Princeton, West Virginia. Sherri did not get to raise her children. She missed so many milestones. She did not get to see either one start kindergarten. She wasn't there for ball games and recitals. She did not get to see her children graduate or get married. Sherri will never meet her grandchildren. Perhaps you know something that could help investigators solve this case. Perhaps you saw something in 1993 that did not seem important then, but seems very important now. Maybe you knew her killer, and you were very loyal once, but now your loyalty is waning. Maybe you'd like to see justice done. If you have information about the murder of Sherri Lee Asbury Pearson, please call the Indiana State Police at 260-432-8661 or 1-800-552-0976. Rest in peace, Sherri.